And that's good.
Whoa, there you go. All right, here we go. I'm going to lead off. I'm going to draw. Yep, this is the support. Used to be formerly known as Hatsukaze. This is the level sniper, and also just an assist for the front. I'm going to clock one of the Ashigaras that I just drew because I know that there are at least a couple in the deck. And it's there's another one. All
Okay.
right. Oh, and there's an Ayanamikai. All right, so I am going to lead off by playing my assist, and I'm going to play an Inazuma. Let's reveal the top. Oh, no! Well, we're sunk. In that case, I'm going to filter through the deck a little bit earlier than expected, but I'm going to discard this Ashigara, and I'm going to look at the top 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an Oyodokai. Or no, excuse me, not Oyodokai. It's the Ushiokai, which is the kind of clock swap level reverser. But, you know, it's not really that necessary or that needed at this moment, because next turn we're going to have Inazuma online anyway. So I'm going to take a Musashi, put into hand, put the rest into my waiting room, and we're going to make a move over here and a direct attack for 2. 2.
Cancels.
Okay, pass turn.
Draw. I'm actually gonna clock this climax.
Okay.
Oh, this is funny. Well.
There's everybody's favorite runner.
Play 2 of these. And make him make a decision next turn.
Yep.
This is gonna be direct for
2 and the salvage trigger. Oh no! My Hatsukaze! My fake Hatsukaze! Why? Why did she get to salvage? Okay, what did you get back?
I got back one of the level 3s.
Oh,
so.
okay. So that's for 2.
Which isn't terrible, because if I refresh, then at least I have that combo piece in hand.
Okay,
so.
2 hits.
Okay. Well.
Bring it on.
Side for
no.
1.
1? Oh no, there's my Shimakaze. Okay, well, there's at least 2 more in the deck where that came from. So we're still good. We're still good. Okay, here we go. Stand. Draw. There's another Inazuma. Whoops. That's a clock.
What do you draw in the clock?
I know, right? Just put it right into clock. No, we're just gonna put the Musashi right into clock. Draw 2. Ooh, there's an Ayanamikai again. Alright, so let's use this Inazuma and check the top again. Do we succeed? Please. Alright, there's an Akangi.
Ooh, it's a shiny one. Too.
Yes, it is a shiny one. Alright. Let's see, let's move the Akatsuki over. Let's make the Inazuma for sure sinking, because, well, we're at 0-5. Next turn we need to be able to play something that's, favorable. And interestingly enough, Nisekoi's level 0, especially the Toge runners, can actually deny a level 1 play from Kantai, because you can just keep runners out and you can force them to have at least 1 more copy of Shimakaze to actually be able to profit off of their climax combo. So this is an actual interesting matchup interaction, because if you're playing Nisekoi and you have the runners in play, you can actually afford to hit your opponent to level 1 first, because you're going to force them to have at least 1 more Shimakaze, and you're going to deny them a card, because if you run to an open slot, they're not going to be able to search, because, you can only hit 1. Only time that actually fails is if they have 3, and if they have 3, well, you're probably going to, be hurting anyway, so, I mean, they have to really have it, though. Until then, you're fine. So, here we go. We're going to move to attacks.
I'm going to move this one to the center.
Okay. And because I know that this is a soul trigger, I'm going to make an attack here for 2 first. So, attack for 2.
Sticks.
Okay.
Front, so they're both reversed, or did you side? I'm sorry.
No, I front. This is a front attack.
Okay.
And this will be a direct attack for 2, 2.
Sticks.
Ooh. Now, this is interesting, because I can strand her at 0 and 5, but she's going to get a runner, and she could just play a couple other characters in the next turn. But it's not so bad to just keep her away from that, so let's see. On the other hand, if we draw another +2 soul climax, we're going to get a lot of stock for the Ayanamikai. And we can actually compass if we so choose. So I think it makes sense to go for this next attack. So we're going to attack for... Ooh, there's a gold bar. Alright, that's a blind stock for just 1.
One?
Yep.
One sticks.
Okay, passing turn. And let's see, this will get sunk, so I'm going to pay 1 and clock myself. And let's look for a copy of Shimakaze, put into hand. And then we pass with 7 cards in hand. That's not bad. That's not a bad place to be.
Okay. Alright.
And I did see it mentioned that, yeah, I can pay 1 to send the Chitoge to the waiting room. That's, again, just because of my preference of what I use for my support. A lot of other people enjoy using the top checker. I don't like it as much just because sometimes you might run into a matchup where the level 0 is just that bad and you want to be able to just get rid of something no matter what. For example, if you so happen to have the misfortune of playing against Log Horizon in the early games, being able to snipe out Sojiro is really nice, etc. That kind of thing. So that's why. It's just strictly preference though.
I'm actually going to play my Brainstormer here.
Okay.
Pay 1 and rest and hit 1.
Okay.
So I'm going to search. I'm going to get one of my combo pieces in hand.
There's the change.
And actually, it's a really nice change. Love Live has one of these too for the level 3 Hanako. It's just really nice. It's a change, but it's a 2-1 3K backup. It's just a great change because if you don't use it for the change, oh, I'm holding a 3K backup in my hand.
Yep.
It's really nice utility. I don't know if any other sets did that before. Nisekoi, I know I've seen it in Love Live, and I don't know if any other sets have it, but it seems really solid to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and this is another good thing to do is if you run Nisekoi to level 1 like Michael did because he knows this is coming.
No. Uh-oh.
It's really great to just ram your field because then you leave pretty much, not a lot for Marika to reverse.
Yep.
So this is going to be front for 2.
2, 1, and 2. Oh, it cancels. Okay.
And then on reverse, I salvage
Yep, and
1.
Inazuma sinks. I can clock
And
myself.
I'm going to salvage one of my free refreshers. Yeah.
And I will do just that. I will, when it sinks, clock myself. Let's see. I will level with... Let's see, I can level with green. Because I know that I will be at least playing some green characters in the next turn. I can potentially hold off on the Shimakaze, but let's see. I'll look for a level 1 or lower character. I can argue look for a Yahagi, just to keep a board presence. Or I can search for my submarine and potentially get an early level 2 out to keep her off things. But
is it true what somebody said in stream that the reversibility is optional?
It is. The reversibility of a reverser is optional.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is always a May ability, so it is an option. I failed to mention that. So I think
no, it's okay. I just didn't know, so I'm glad somebody said something.
Let's see, if I do that, then I'd rather get...
I'll have to remember that. That is good tech to know.
Yes, but it's usually better. Because
I already
had 2 in play, so I was going to get there anyway. So.
Well, and I will say this, at the point in time when I reversed him, I wasn't holding Marika's Climax combo in hand, so it wasn't even guaranteed that I was going to get to pull it off at all. So, in that case, it's hard to make that decision, because like, if you knew that for sure you were going to get it and be able to get cards off of it, yeah, I guess, but not 100% sure. That could be potentially bad.
Alright, I'm going to play my Shimakaze. I had to clock one of them, which is unfortunate, but I'm just going to get the cards right back, because I'm about to... Let's see. I'm going to play my Ayanamikais, because I would like attackers. would like to get ahead in terms of stock and damage dealt. Let's see. And I will give the 2k1 to Shimakaze, draw a card. Ooh, that's a good one. And let's see. I'm going to first attack for 2, 3.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to search my deck for a character. Let's see, what would I like for that? At this point, because I'm at 1 and 1, the chances of me Let's see, needing a clock encore character versus wanting, well, a much bigger character. Pretty good. So I'm going to actually get my I8 submarine. I might just discard the anti-change, but we'll see. We'll see how the attacks develop, because if nothing else, I might actually end up also discarding a compass, because I'll have 8 cards in hand. So, direct attack for 2, 2.
2 sticks.
Okay, and this next attack is probably favorable to not go through. Ooh, especially when that happens. We have 3, 4. That's 4 damage. Yikes.
1. Cancels on the second.
Alright. And I will indeed pass the turn, and I will discard a compass. The reason is that I already have actually a pretty good level 3 setup with this Akami and the Climax in hand. I know that I can just cycle through the rest of the deck really safely. There's a Climax on the top of my stock, but I can get it out by using a compass, or if for some reason I just get beaten by a Soul Rush, use my anti-change punch. But I usually want to save that for the if I knew that she wasn't using the pendants, or if I hadn't caught on already that she isn't using pendants, I would probably save the 2-1 for the early play Onodera, but I don't know that yet, so we'll just see what happens.
Alright, this Kosaki is from the trial deck. She is plus 500 global to all key characters, and she has the ability that I can tap 2 characters and go ahead and give the character the ability, if it reverses something, I get to draw a card. So the global's nice, but in this case, I've already seen a lot of my climaxes. I've already seen his +2 soul climax. I am going to brainstorm and hope to clear out my library some. No hits, but that is okay right now.
I have a maximum of 2 climaxes left in 12 cards. There's 1 here, there's 1 in my hand, 2, and there's 4 in my waiting room. There might even be 1 because 1 was blind stocked, so I don't know.
Yeah. And then I am going to play this Kosaki and just go for some damage here. She does have a pay 1, discard 1 ability that I am not going to use.
And that Onodera in the back is actually, I believe, a draw 1, discard 1.
Is it draw 1, discard? Yeah, yes. Okay. They're right. I'm sorry.
No problem. All right.
This is the first time I've played with this deck, so I'm still figuring out that card and like some of the cards that I'm not familiar with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are some unconventional choices with this deck, but that's why we test it. We don't know if it's going to be any good until we see it, because a lot of people say, well, this is the only best, this is the best list, and we're going to just say, well, we don't know until we see it. And we're just going to keep on playing it until we figure it out.
Alright. So I'm actually going to move this up to the front row just to prevent damage next turn.
Oh, that's an interesting choice. Okay.
So it's probably questionable, but... And then power levels.
5,000, 5,5.
Okay. So do that.
Okay.
You said 5,000 in the center?
Yep.
Okay, so she's 5/5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is going to be front for 1.
Well, I don't get a chance to use a compass for better value otherwise, so I'm just going to use it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, that failed, so I'm just going to clock the compass because it goes to the top of the deck, 1 damage resolves, and these will trade, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you said she was 5,000, right?
Yeah, 5,000.
She is 5/5.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Excuse me.
Okay. This is going to end up crashing.
Okay.
For 1.
Just 1? Oh, and a cancel. Hey, the compass worked out. Cool. All right. All right, so we're going to stand and draw. Ooh, there's a Yahagi. Okay, this is not so bad. Not so bad at all. Let's see, we've got up to 1 climax left in 7 cards, so it's going to be in our interest to clock and draw. And I'm going to, let's see, it's going to be a while before we hit level 2, so I'm actually going to clock the Zuiho, because I don't know what we can get. Ooh, there's a Shimakaze Climax, so we might actually get get a lot more value out of this. Even more value. Okay, so we're going to move the Shimakaze to the center. And I can play, let's see. Okay, now there's a pretty cute trick that I can do right here to ensure that I refresh with even more climaxes. Because I know that level 3 is a long way away, I can use this Akatsuki, discard this climax, right? And look at the top 4. Ooh, and I can take a Musashi and put that into my hand to save it for later. I will do just that. Alright. So, okay, so there's something yet even cuter that I could do, which is use my I8, discard the Shimakaze Climax, and search for the last card in my deck. But that's just getting a little bit too extreme, because I want to be able to actually use it to get value. And I'll be able to search through my deck for, well, let's see, I'll be able to refresh with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 climaxes. Yeah, so the blind stock I know was definitely clean, and I'm going to be able to search through basically whatever's in my waiting room, because after I use the 2K1, it's going to come to my hand, and when I reverse something, I'll be able to search. So, that being said, I'm going to move the support over here, just to be super safe. I'm going to play 2K1 and give it to Shimakaze in the center, because a pendant gives plus 3,000 power. This pushes Shimakaze to, let's see, 75, so still not the best that it could be, but we don't have any other effect to actually make it go off. The safest thing to do, actually, would be to use it to shift things here. And given that I should have seen that beforehand, I'm just going to back myself up and say, okay, we're going to move it over here. I don't mind if this gets sunk. So I'm going to draw for that. I'm going to refresh. We're going to go to 1 and 4 after refreshing with 7 climaxes in the deck. Alright, here we go. And refresh penalty. Oof. Ashigata. Alright. Make an attack for 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Cancels on the 3rd.
Okay. And we're going to search. Let's see. Level 3 is a long way off, but it couldn't hurt to set up for it earlier than perhaps what is needed. So I'm going to go ahead and search for another level 3 Akangi Kai. Where did she go? Somewhere. Oh, here we go. Right on top. Perfect. And center is how strong?
5/5.
Oh, 5/5. Okay. Let's see. That last damage canceled. So, cards left in your deck.
4.
4 cards left in the deck. Okay, we want to clear as many cards from that as possible. So I'm actually going to make my direct attack first before deciding if I need to side or front attack with the Ayanami Kai. Because if I can clear enough cards from her deck such that she can't get the free refresh upon leveling, it's all good. So let's attack here, direct for 1, 2.
2 sticks.
Okay.
What color am I going to level with? I'm going to level with green.
Okay. And now that makes this this makes a front attack, basically the kamikaze attack with the Ayanami Kai sound, because even if this next card is a climax, she's not going to be able to get the upside of the free refresh from the Onodera. So,
no.
Oh, yikes. This is an attack for 3.
3?
Yep.
Alright, so 1, 2.
Ooh, and we loop through for perhaps even more damage, so this could be really nasty for her.
Yeah, this could be bad. Alright, cutting.
Yes.
3 and... Ow.
Wow.
Refresh.
Straight to 2 and 5.
Whoops. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty painful.
Are they both reversed, or...?
No. Mine lost. Ayanami Kai lost.
Okay.
She lost that battle.
Alright. Stand.
I have to move to discard because I'm going to be ending the turn with too many cards in my hand.
Definitely not clocking.
Let's see. What do I discard here? I think I'm going to discard a Yahagi because I don't really need to worry about sustaining too many attacks, because everything else in my hand has a bunch of utility that'll tide me over until we hit the level 3. And I won't forget to draw cards with the Kagi if I should get there.
Power levels?
Shimakaze 55, Akatsuki 2000.
Okay. Let me move Marika over here.
Alright.
I'm not going to pay for this Kasaki's ability.
All right.
Because I have just enough stock. Which this is not where this deck wants to be stock-wise right now, but I really need that heal since I didn't get my free refresh. So I am going to play her Climax base change, pay 2, move this to the waiting room, discard a card from hand.
Oh, there she is.
To change into this, heal 1, I must rest a character on play.
Yes.
And then I'm going to play her Climax combo, which says when she attacks, I can search my library for 2 key characters.
All right.
So, and everybody gets plus 1,000 plus 1 soul.
Yep.
So.
Pretty strong.
This is going to be front for 3, but on attack, search for up to 2 key characters.
I'm going to compass that because I want to pay out my climax first. And let's see if I can deny that damage. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yes.
Yay.
It does get denied. All right. So compass goes off. That Onodera deals no damage this turn, even though Shimakaze gets sunk. So, all right.
Okay. And I'm going to get these 2 cards to put in my hand.
Okay, sound good. Oh wait, you don't have to change something, or you don't have to rest something when you change. It's only when you play from your hand. So you can send,
oh, really?
Yeah, you can send the Onodera to the back.
I thought it was a mandatory.
No, I remember it now. It's only really dead, like if it's the only card in your hand and it's the first card that you draw. If you're like at 3 and 6. And
I still have to do a stock trigger even though it's not going to resolve. So there's the stock.
Exactly.
This is going to be direct for 3, 4.
4? Yikes. Okay. Ooh, and a cancel right off the top.
Okay.
All right.
And then this is 6, 5 front for 2.
2? No problem. Should hit. Yep, 2 hits. Okay. Well, we're sunk here, but let's draw. Ooh, there's an Ushiokai. So we're going to clock. And let's see. I'm going to level with... Shimakaze is going to be pretty hard pressed to resolve another time during this game, and I'd rather keep another pendant available. So I'm actually going to level with a Shimakaze. Y'all at home can yell at me for this, but yeah.
Is that double Shimakaze over there? No, you put a green one in there.
Yeah. So draw 2. Ooh, and there we go. We are set up for the late game, which means that ideally we should be able to. Okay, so I can just play out the Tokitsukaze to be able to filter things out, or I can use it to feed the I8 to actually search for something that I can play. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to pay 1, discard my Tokitsukaze, and search for a character from the deck. Oh, there was a climax on top too. Oh, hey, look at that. It's a level 2. I can also play that, which is neat. And if I'm feeling really cruel, I can actually pay 1 stock to snipe out the level 0 Kosaki. It's in the front. And the incentive to do that is, decent, because I'd like to be able to get in for a lot more damage. How many climaxes are you up?
2. 1, 2.
Okay. Maybe there's not as much of an incentive to do that after all. And we do need to be conscious or mindful of what stock we're going to be using for future turns. But I'm going to play this out like this, and we can potentially just throw away an Akatsuki. I don't really want to do that because we've got we can afford to take a full level's worth of damage during the next turn. So what I might end up just doing is just going for an all-out attack here, just to stick as much soul damage as possible. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 climaxes out, up to 3 left on the deck. Alright, this looks pretty good. Let's see, whenever another character I control attacks, it gets plus 1,000, and I can rest something to give it 1,000 for the turn. Yes. Alright, so we'll attack with her last. Let's go with our support, making its final attack for 1.
1 sticks.
Okay. Now 8 going in for 1, 1.
Sticks.
Alright.
How big is she? She's bigger,
4.
right?
Yeah. And this one is now 95.
Okay.
Attacks for 1.
1 sticks, and I level.
Alright.
Precise damage for the win.
Yes. Okay, now your job is to level me. Please. 4, 6, 7.
My job is to not level you.
We have a critical massive stock. We can even play a compass. So this setup is pretty sweet.
Draw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I am going to go ahead and clock something because I'm going to be able to heal it off
and 12.
potentially. Okay.
So, yeah. Come on, bring it on. Bring on the levels.
Yeah. So, power levels?
As printed. 4,075.
Okay.
Thing is, if she sinks, I can actually pay 2 to get her back. So it's kind of like a cheaper encore. In this case, only because they're both out.
Pay 2,
Mm-hmm.
heal 1. Yes, I have to rest 1 this time.
This time you do.
And go ahead and play that.
Okay.
And go ahead and play my Onodera support, which I believe, let me double check really quick. I think she's plus 1,000 global, but I don't want to lie, so I am going to triple check my translation really quick because I am not used to using this one. It's definitely not that card. Oh, it's not coming. Oh, wait a minute. Just went past it. Alright. Yeah, so all of your other characters with either key and or sports gain plus 1,000 power globally. Okay. And she also has a second ability when you use an S ability. Choose one of your characters with either key and or sports, and that character gains 1,000 for the turn.
Sweet.
So, pretty strong. Okay. So... Well, number of climaxes in waiting room?
For me, we've got 4.
4.
Yep, 4 in the waiting room.
Well,
level me! Level me!
Okay. Alright, so, these are both 11 5s. She is 6 7 5.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to be direct for 2.
Oh, you mean a front, right?
Front for 2, sorry.
Okay. Take 2. Yes. Continue.
This is going to be front for 2 and a salvage trigger.
Okay. All right.
And a salvage that.
2 and 4. Yes. Continue.
And this is going to be direct for
2.
and a gold bar, which triggers my hand.
Uh-oh. Cancel that one. No. Not good. Not good. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to let this one go, and then when this sinks, I'm going to pay 2 to get the level 2 back in its place.
Okay.
I believe that's how second ability works. Pay 2. When this card is sent to your waiting room from, you can pay 2. After that, you can search your waiting room for that. Very good. So it's kind of like a cheaper encore. Just moved over. Alright, so draw. Ooh, okay. Ushiokai can go straight to clock. Draw 2. Ooh. Okay. Well, this is interesting. We can get in for a lot of damage here, potentially. Let's see, I've got 4 cards left in my deck, and I know that let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, one of them is a climax still. But what is it? Let's check. It's not a gold bar. It is potentially one of the plus 2 souls that are remaining in the deck. It could be the Shimakaze. It is indeed Shimakaze's climax. So, what I could do is I could use the Akatsuki and discard this plus 2 soul to look for some other cards, but that's just no fun. So, let's see. Alternatively, I can use Akatsuki, discard the Ushiokai, look at the top 4, and then just go all out with plus 2 soul. And that definitely wins more style points. So, alright, let's do that. I'm going to look for another character, and because I look at these cards, they will go to the waiting room to refresh with everything else. So indeed, there's that. I'm going to reveal, let's see, I need something for free. because I want to clear everything so I can cancel for more during the next turn. Alright, so I'll reveal this. Let's go to the waiting room, and I'm going to refresh with 6 climaxes. But aha! There's a trick to this. I'm actually going to just see if I can clear the rest of my board so that I can ideally compass 1 here and then just hope that your overswing is unsuccessful. And I'm just going to potentially attack for a lot of damage because coming up, +2 soul.
Oh man, this is bad.
+2 soul. Alright, here we go. Refresh punishment. Uh-oh. Well, that's not as good. So here we go. Crash for 3. 3.
Sticks.
Whoa. Crash for 3. 4. Okay, if this hits, I guess that can end the game. Well, it's not going to happen, so we're going to try to end the game. Nope, just for 3. Only for 3.
Cancels.
Alright.
Oh, thank you, Dick.
Passing turn.
She was bigger here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Much
Alright.
bigger. So it was at 95.
Stand. Draw.
No way we're missing level 3 this turn.
Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, I could do something. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Ooh.
Oh, no! The free refresh.
Okay, sorry. I have a kitten trying to play with the game for me right now. No, you can't play. You're cute and I love you, but you're not playing Weiss Schwarz. Bye-bye, kitten. There you go. Sorry, guys. I did not mean to delay play for that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and clock. Okay. Okay. Well. Decision time.
What is she gonna do? What's she gonna do?
Decision time. Well, we're gonna move this forward.
Okay.
Pay 1.
No.
5 or fewer cards.
Refresh and draw.
Wish for free and draw a card.
Yep. Okay. Well, we still need to find just 3 damage in order to win the game, so let's hope. Let's see. Let's see if we can get there. We just have to survive this next turn. But we're already out 3 climaxes.
Cut. Draw a card.
Thank goodness for this compass. It's going to be an MVP. Unless it mills 3 climaxes. If it reveals 3 climaxes, oh, that would be just...
Alright,
oof.
so...
Really
okay,
bad.
so... I don't want to play this. Okay, so I'm going to retire this.
Okay, play over.
Pay 2.
Ah, there we go.
Heal 1.
Okay.
Rest 1.
Mm-hmm.
But then...
yeah, everybody's gonna be dying this turn.
And I need to mill through my library, so we are going to go ahead and play her climax combo. And even though I'm going to be overswinging, I'm going to hope to hit some damage. But the main purpose here is to get cards out of my library right now.
That's going to happen
because
3 cards
I want
every
I want the ratio of climaxes to damage to be as little as possible here. So,
yep.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to be
for 3.
Front for 3, but on attack, I'm going to search 2.
And I'm going to compass that. Can we find a compass to deny damage? Oh, we do. And that happens on the 3rd card, so that's pretty good. Alright. Well, damage denied there.
Okay. So cut. Trigger check. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
That goes to stock.
There we go.
Then
I'm down with...
just direct for 4, but on attack, search 2.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I am just getting damage out of my deck.
And there's a cancel there on the 3rd again, so...
Okay.
Phew, dodging that. Dodging bullets! Alright.
And then one last time.
Yep.
Search 2 more.
Wow, that's like 6 more cards in hand? Ooh.
Yeah.
That's pretty hard to come by.
I am just trying to filter damage like crazy here.
Indeed. All right. That's gonna do for
which is pretty much, unfortunately, with my hand right now, all I can do. Unfortunately.
4. Uh-oh. Flip a trigger. Come on.
So this is for 4. 4.
Oh, okay. 4 hits. All right. And we're gonna level with this green card here.
And then I have way too many cards in hand. So 1, 2. Yeah. So yeah, super filter.
Draw.
So I have to make a decision here. Keep.
No clock because I'd like to save. I'm going to play Nakangi Kai. Draw up to 2, so we'll draw 1, draw 2. Ooh,
6.
That's a pair of compasses. I like that card. I'm going to discard this support here, and we're going to play a second copy of Akangi. Draw 1, 3 compasses. Really? Okay, cool. Discard this climax here, and showing up last we have Musashi. Oh. Photo swap. There's the sign. That sign that we triggered so long ago.
Is that the clock kicker?
Yes, this is the clock kicking climax combo.
How big does she get with that?
Let's see. First thing that's going to happen is she's going to eat all of my stock twice. So everybody's going to be 11-5 into the end of your turn. This is going to be 13 into the end of your turn.
Okay.
And let's see. Is the support you have global?
Yes. So they're all 11Ks right
so
now.
it doesn't matter how I arrange my board, which is fine. Climax combo, 1k1. These now get the ability to kick to clock when they
and they're 12Ks, you said?
They will be, let's see, 10-5, 11-5, 12-5.
12-5.
Yep,
okay.
12-5. And look at our hand. We've got 3 compasses on the back. So
oh my goodness gracious, that's so funny.
This should be interesting. So there's no point in trying to do anything else but front attacking. So here we go. We're going to front attack for 1, 2, 3, 3.
Pay 1, 3,000 backup, making her 14.
Yikes, been sunk. All right.
So this is for how much?
3. This is a blank trigger.
Sticks.
Oof.
Wow.
Okay. And that means that if this succeeds, well, that's just game. So we're going to try to do the punishment first. Let's go attack for 3, 3.
Cancels.
Oof. Okay, punish burn. 1.
Game.
Wow.